Mohawk Valley phenomenon here. How's everybody doing today? Got a couple things to go over. This is just going to be a follow-up video to the video that we just recorded down in Sprakers, New York. What I'm going to do is try and give you guys a better view of where that is. Also, I got some coordinates you can look up for the latitude and longitude, and that'll kind of give you a better idea. The road system there is so intricate through there. It's tough. Even if I did an overhead map, I don't know. I just don't know how to edit maps into YouTube or anything like that, so it's tough for me right now. Hopefully I can learn a little bit more with this process in itself. I'd just like to say that at the end of this video, Jessica's gonna just narrate that encounter to you guys. She had it all written down to begin with, but I know the traffic was an issue also. So at the end of this, if you heard everything perfectly fine and you're okay with the way the video went and you're okay with that, if you want to hear the encounter again, she's just going to read over it right here, so you all have a better understanding if anyone wants to listen to that. Okay, let's start with this. We'll start with the Mohawk Valley. And the Mohawk Valley, some people asked, where is it? How big is it? How many people live there? Well, the Mohawk Valley, basically it runs from Buffalo all the way down to Cohoes near Albany, and it's the Mohawk River. And the Mohawk Valley obviously follows the Mohawk River. The Mohawk River is 149 miles long, or I think it's 240 kilometers long, and I believe it is 5,400 square miles and 15,000 square kilometers. Also, I'll give you the exact location on GPS of where this incident took place. So the exact location, latitude, 42.8914624. And the latitude is 74.5134719. And the town of Sprakers, the population in that town is about 1,400 people. And just so everybody knows, this encounter that took place there with this entity was seen in April of 2020 between 7 and 7:30 p.m. This was my girlfriend, or Jessica's, and my daughter's first encounter. There was a second one, and almost not exactly the same circumstance where like it was running. And this one, when we get to that one, you'll understand. But both times this entity walked out in front of the car in front of them. So there's people that witnessed that. It's my hopes are that somebody will see this video and eventually come forward. You don't see too many videos like that out there of people standing up next to their town saying they saw something like that. It's not too common anyway, but we know there's some more witnesses there. Jess wanted to let you guys know that she was nervous. So she's sorry for stammering her words or anything like that. Plus the mosquitoes there were horrendous. They were trying to carry us away. You'll probably hear me swatting at them in the video. But we're all learning as we go, guys. Again, I was sorry for the delay with that. We did lose power there for quite some time. No, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. At the same time, I wanted my daughter there too, to also, give her account. She wasn't feeling too well. She is definitely willing to do it. It's just going to be on her time, and there's nothing I can do about that or anyone else. So she'll get to it, and we'll get that out there too. It's definitely through this process, I'm learning this is taking longer than I thought it would to tell the story. I'm like I said, just learning as we go. I want to show you guys a map real quick of the Mohawk Valley. I just have it up here on the computer, and this is just going to be a picture of New York State. I don't know. So the Mohawk Valley, this is New York State on the east coast of the United States. And then the Mohawk Valley basically runs right up through here, all the way up to Buffalo. And then right about here, it flows down into the Hudson River and flows all the way down to New York City. But up here where we live, it is pretty rural. There's not, 1,400 people in a town isn't very big, so we'll leave this. I want to leave you guys with something. We have a Sasquatch encounter to go over. There's 2 incidences with that, and there's some things going on over here in the state land that I noticed not too long ago walking into the state land. I don't spend a lot of time over there. I was just on the main road, and it's pretty interesting what's there. I can't explain how it happened, but maybe somebody around here will see the video and let me know what happened there. I don't know if it was done by a human, let's put it that way. I just can't understand. Once you guys see it, it'll be interesting to check it out. So I'm gonna let Jessica take over from here and let her do her narration, and I'll just step out of the way. I don't think you're gonna get her to come on camera though, so she'll just do some narration for you on that last encounter, guys. Have a nice night.
All right, here we go. As I was driving on 5S, leaving Canajoharie, going towards Sprakers, on my left-hand side, there is a pull-off where cars can park, and at that time, there was a cop car parked there. When I got up a little closer to the cop car, I could see an officer sitting in the driver's seat. He was leaning on his steering wheel, looking out the front windshield. It looked like he was watching for something or waiting for something. When I looked back over to the road, I see something black running up in front of me. When looking straight ahead, the road becomes split, and in the middle of that, there is a big triangle patch of grass. So I thought, since I seen the cop car and something moving quite fast in the grassy area, and it was black, and cops are usually dressed all in black, I thought maybe a cop was chasing someone or something. I told my daughter to look up. So as I continued on 5S, I realized it definitely was moving faster than me. Now from that grassy area, it goes into an exit road, and then across that, it turns into a wooded area. The triangle of grass and the exit road and the woods are all on my left-hand side as I'm driving towards Sprakers. The black entity I seen disappeared into that wooded area that fast. At the time of this, I was roughly by the start of the triangle patch of grass. When I looked back over to the road very quickly, a second later, the car in front of me hit its brakes. As I am slowing down because of the car in front of me, I see that black entity run across the road from left to right. It looked like it only took 3 strides to cross the road. And when I came up onto it, the black entity literally was just standing there on the corner of Old Sprakers Road that is connected to 5S. At that time, it was just standing there staring at us. When my daughter and I got up to the black entity and could see it better, what I can explain is that the black entity was so black that I can't even explain how black it was. Its arms were very long and past its knees, and you could even see its hands and its fingers that were very, very long, about 2 times the size of an adult hand. The fingernails were very pointy and looked like claws. On the black entity's head, it came to a point. It looked like it had a hood on, like it was wearing a cape with a hood on it. It stood very tall and upright on two legs, with long arms hanging below its knees. The arms were like swaying a little bit, nothing too crazy. There was nothing in its hands, they were just hanging there by its side. After I drove by, I looked in my rearview mirror and seen it leave the corner and cross Old Sprakers Road and go up into the woods that has a bike trail next to it. At that time of the sighting, the trees did not have all their leaves on them. For how I felt, I can definitely say it didn't scare me. It made me feel at ease, just like all of my other encounters I have had. On the other hand, my daughter, that has seen some of the other things that I have, they scare her tremendously, unlike how it has made me feel. The only way I feel like I can explain it is like it would pull me in, kind of like a spell, or something luring me in, and also something like maybe hypnotized. At this time, it has never once scared me. I just felt so comfortable being there in the area and also seeing what I was seeing. And again, several months later, we have another encounter in the same location. And like Rodney said, that will be in another story in the future.
Jess, I have a question for you. Somebody had asked a question and they wanted you to answer it. They wanted to know approximately how long it took that you actually saw the entity when it started running away. How long did that encounter take place? And my thoughts, this is just my thoughts on this. She can clarify. I don't know. But my thoughts were, she's driving 55, 60 miles an hour. The speed of that thing had to be insane. That beat her and that other car to the corner. But time-wise, just
like I said, when I got to that point of that pointy triangle of grass, it was already going into the wood line. So like you said, I was going 50, 55. Yeah, I did slow down a little bit once,
you initially saw it where in that triangle?
From when I was back by the cop car?
Yeah, okay. Where was it in that triangle? Halfway through it?
So when I was back by the cop car, it was like not right exactly at the tip of the triangle, but just maybe not even 5 feet in. It was, it was pretty close to the tip of the
what's
triangle.
interesting there, people, is there's a tunnel that goes under the thruway there to the river, and David Paulides talks about these weird encounters and stuff. There's, water's always involved in some way. And also, Steve Isdall, he's always commenting about this, these things having issues near water, or people having issues near water. It's pretty interesting. So, I mean, from the time you'd be going 55 miles an hour to that corner, it had already beat you into it beat you there. I'm just trying to think about, I drive through there all the time. I'm trying to think about how long, 20, 30 seconds maybe?
Yeah, it was crazy. So seeing it from the grassy area to the wooded area to it crossing the road in front of me. So I think I can say I definitely seen it standing on the side of the road longer than I seen it.
I have a question for you also. So you saw it standing on a corner. So it seemed like, this is what I was curious. How close to the car was this thing when
it was on the corner?
Yeah.
So it was on the corner. So it literally, you have a white line, and then, the shoulder of the road.
Right.
So it was literally standing between the white line and the edge of the road. So it was right next to the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you said that was pretty tall too?
Yes. I would say 8 feet, 9, yeah. 8 feet.
We can get a tape measure out one day and get a better idea, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to thank everybody that shows up to watch this. We have 50 subscribers. Very happy with that. Thank you all for your time and your support, and have a great week.
Thanks, guys.